Welcome to Talking Tennessee,
where we navigate life's twists, real estate turns, and share Southern stories.
We are your hosts, Rachel Odom.
And I'm Brittany Hobson. I have been doing real estate for a little over 6 years, which is a little crazy to think about how long I've been doing this now. It seems like yesterday. I am married to my husband for 17 years this year. I lose track of how long. And we have 3 kids. So life gets real crazy sometimes in our house.
Yeah, I'd say so. I don't think I knew it was 17 years. I don't know how long I thought it was, but I don't think I knew it was 17.
17 years this year. I had to actually do the math this morning. And I was like, oh yeah, it is 17.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I've got 3 years on me. So we still got, we got a lot to go, I'm sure. But yeah. I've been doing real estate probably, I think 2.5 years. And so far I love it. We have no kids, but we do have 2 dogs and a cat. And the cat's the baby. He's my baby anyways. He's spoiled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're both like lived in Morristown our whole lives, right?
Yeah. Born here, raised here. I don't think I'll ever leave here.
I have no desire to leave Morristown.
Yeah.
I lived in Knoxville for like 3 months with my grandparents whenever I was 18.
Yeah. I do love Knoxville, but I love being close to Knoxville. So that's the convenience of Morristown is you can be in Johnson City, you can be in Knoxville, and these places in, an hour. But then you can come home and be away from the traffic and the people.
Yeah. And that's what I love.
Yeah.
It's conveniently located to big town amenities.
Yeah. And a big airport. We've got a major airport.
Yeah. But we still have that small town feel. Although Morristown has grown so much in our
yeah. I will say the traffic's
getting a little worse.
Old, yeah. On that west end of town.
Oh, yeah. Going on lunch. If you go have a lunch at 12 o'clock.
Or between like 4:30 and 6 when everybody's getting off work and out of school, it'll take me 20 minutes to get somewhere that should take like 10.
Yeah. It does get aggravating.
Yeah.
It makes it fun scheduling showings.
Oh, yes.
Trying to guess how long it'll take.
Yes, that's my biggest thing is I'm like, I feel like I need at least 30 minutes at the house, if not 45, and then you need 20, 30 minutes for travel, and I'm like, if you got a full day, it's a full day.
Yeah, it really is. So what we're going to do on our podcast each week, we're going to share real estate information, events going on in the Morristown area, East Tennessee area, really anything going on. Nothing's really off topic.
Yeah.
I'm a huge sports fanatic, especially football. I joke around and said, I've got till February 11th and my seasonal depression is going to kick in. It's going to be really heavy and, I start counting down the days. I will say, so with my oldest, he plays football and we're like counting down the days for April 25th. That's spring practice.
Okay. And that's not even a game. That's just practice.
No, but
ready for that.
Yeah. I mean,
football to me, it doesn't start until fall. And if it's not fall, I don't want to hear anything about football.
Yeah, no. And that's really when football starts. But I do love some football. And really anything Tennessee related. And baseball's starting up soon. So, Tennessee's got a great baseball team.
My husband does love baseball. He played baseball from the time he could walk till he graduated high school. So, baseball is on the TV. I'm not watching it. But when baseball season comes around, he gets his own little TV in his own little space. He's like, see you when the game's over.
Yeah, baseball is boring to watch on TV.
I think it's boring to watch.
And I hate to say that.
Oh.
So,
I've watched very few like high school games. When I was in high school, I was like, let's go to the game or whatever. It was boring. I didn't even watch it.
When you're a high school girl, you go to a baseball game for one reason only. And I think any woman out there knows exactly what we're talking about.
Well, and I will say this. I wasn't dating Spencer, and I didn't really know him then. Like, I knew him, but I didn't really. But I have been to a few of his games.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't pay any attention to the games, so I have no idea if I watched them. But I probably did.
Probably.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. And you love to do a lot of DIY projects.
Yes.
You're like...
I've ordered some wallpaper.
Oh.
So, we're going to try that. I've not done it. I think I'll be fine. It's peel and stick. I'm going to put it in the living room. It's going to be adorable. And my husband, not a fan. He's like, this is crazy because we peeled off layers and layers of wallpaper when we bought our house.
But wallpaper's
wallpaper's
back.
Yeah,
it's like it's back in. I mean,
and it should have never left, if you ask me. I think it's adorable.
I think the right wallpaper.
I mean, yeah, not all wallpaper is great, but
I've been in houses where there's wallpaper that have like fur on it or hair. Yeah.
Oh no,
it was so bad, and it smelled so bad.
Can you imagine the odor that your walls
it was
would keep if you had fur on your wall?
Mm-hmm. Green shed carpets.
I have seen lots of that, and carpet in the bathroom. That was a big thing for a while. I actually sold a house that had carpet still in the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't get what possessed anyone to put carpet in the bathroom.
And I think it was like a pink carpet. I'm pretty sure it was pink. No, it wasn't pink anymore. It was more like a brown. But when it was new, it was pink.
I would hate to take a black light to that.
Oh no.
Oh, it would be so bad.
Terrible. Rip that out.
Yeah, it's so bad. So we're planning on posting once a week on Thursdays.
Yep.
So you can check back each week to see what's new and what's going on in the world of real estate and the world of life with Rachel and Brittany, and just anything going on in the area.
Yep.
And we hope to feature like local businesses or local
coffee shops.
Oh, Rachel loves coffee. Oh, she does love some coffee.
Oh my god. We have some good coffee places in this town. And I will say that is my favorite thing about Morristown probably is anytime a new coffee shop opens, I'm the first one there.
Well, we have a lot of coffee shops and a lot of car washes.
Well, I'm not the first one at a car wash because my car needs washed right now. Yeah. But coffee, yes.
Well, yeah, no, I completely get it. I do love a good hot chocolate or a smoothie.
I like a smoothie, but not more than coffee. No, if I'm choosing, it's coffee over soft drinks, over anything. Coffee.
I love a good fountain Coke.
I did get a Dr. Pepper last night. Not one for the
month. One for the month.
Yeah. It was pretty good, too. It was good.
Yeah, and we both love to travel.
Yes.
You've got a huge trip coming up, and we're excited to share part of that adventure with you all.
Yes. Hopefully I'll get to take y'all along a little.
Yeah,
send you some pictures, some videos.
Yeah, I'll be a little jealous while I'm staying in cold, damp Tennessee.
It will be cold where I'm going. What? I think it'll be similar weather to here. Like I looked the other day, and for we're gonna be in like lower Austria, and the high was in like the 40s, and the low was 25 to 27. So not terrible, but cold. I think it's cold. I think it's cold.
Yeah, that's definitely cold.
Yeah.
Definitely cold. So
I'm ready for spring. 80.
Yeah, the few days of spring weather we had last week was great.
Yes. I loved it. I had the windows down. I had some short sleeves on. I was like, can it just be this all year?
It's that fall spring that we get.
Yeah, it is. It's like a fall. It's just enough hope to get us through the rest of the winter.
Yeah.
And it does. It powers me through.
It does.
Yeah.
So I found an interesting fact I was going to share with you today. Okay. Do you know that 1 in 10 homes are sold due to paranormal activity?
I did not know that. That's a big number.
That is. Like, I was shocked. Like, I was
1 in 10?
1 in 10 because they feel like they've seen ghosts or spirits or heard sounds.
Have you ever had anything?
No, and actually our first house was located right next to Bethesda Cemetery in Morristown, and so many people would ask us like, oh, do you see things? We know that Bethesda's haunted, and apparently it was on a TV show years ago because there was a war, like the Civil War was fought there, so there's a lot of like really old tombstones, and the church is still there. And I'm like, no. I mean, we have walked through that cemetery so much. And so I was like, I never saw anything. And I joked because our house was right next to the cemetery, and I would joke all the time. I was like, we've got the best neighbors. They never bother us. You know?
Yeah.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, they were great.
Yeah.
So we did have good neighbors. It was
Yeah. I did not know that. That seems like a very high number. But, I mean, that's something that I probably don't think about. Like, I just don't. Yeah. But I'm sure there's plenty of people who do.
I will say, like, if I was in a house and I found, like, a lot of really creepy things happening, I'd probably put my house up for sale too.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not one that believes in ghosts or anything like that, but if a lot of weird stuff happened, like, I'm out. I mean,
as the dogs and the 2 cats, it'd be hard to know, like, is that Duncan or is that a ghost or what is that? So I'm not even know. There could be in my house for all I know. I have no idea.
Yeah, so I mean, would you all sell your house for paranormal?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'd want to sell a house anyway, so I'd sell it for that.
Yeah. Another interesting fact I've read was, and I will say, I've probably known this one, and you probably know this one as well, as being a realtor. You know, exterior and curb appeal is huge when selling a house.
Yeah.
But I was surprised with the number. So, according to the research, homes that have black or dark charcoal colored doors sell for an average of $6,271 more.
Oh, wow.
Than a home that's... I know, it was a very random number.
Yeah. Interesting.
And so, and I guess that's, you know, and that's going off America.
Maybe most of them are like wood?
I don't know. I think it's just that color. Nicer? I think maybe it's just the time.
Yeah. Maybe. That's true.
Maybe it's just the time and the black. I did see, whenever I was doing some research on that, was in Scotland, I believe, or Finland, they will paint their doors red.
Yeah.
And that's a sign of their home being paid off.
Oh.
I wish my door was painted red.
No, mine's not red. It's green.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm in the green, but no.
I wish my house was paid off. Maybe in a few years.
Yeah.
You know.
I think mine will be paid off when we sell it. Like, that's the only time it's going to be paid off. It'll be like, sold, paid off. And then I'll have a different house and a different playground.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I would love to say that my house will be paid off, but it'll be when we sell. Because we do want to move.
Yeah.
I mean, sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But
I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
Not that anything's wrong with our house. I love our house. It's actually great.
Yeah.
The size of it, the layout's perfect. But, you know, you want what you want.
Yeah. We want land. You want land.
Yeah.
We both want land.
Some chickens.
I don't want chickens.
You don't want chickens? Why do you even need land then?
I just like to have land in private area.
Yeah.
You know.
If I'm going to have some land, I want it to be private for sure, but I definitely want some chickens. Have you ever had them?
I mean, so I did photography for several years and still have like a background in photography. So I bought some chickens for a photo shoot.
What'd you do?
I mean, my son named them. So Skylar was young, so he named them. I can't even remember what their names were now. They'll be so disappointed. He probably does remember. But yeah, he loved those chickens for a few days, and then we gave them to someone who raised chickens.
Were they like chicks? Like
yeah, they were little baby chicks. So it was like for Easter pictures and. But he was obsessed with them for a few days.
So I grew up with chickens, so we would have chicks and chickens and little animals running around. Yeah. They're a lot of work. I mean, they are a lot of work.
So my mom tells me, obviously I don't remember this, but apparently my first words were like crowing like a rooster because we lived on a farm at that point. Yeah. So I would like make the rooster sounds. Yeah.
That's so funny.
You knew you grew up in Tennessee.
Oh, yes.
When your first words are rooster sounds.
In the neighborhood, I hear a rooster crowing every morning. I don't know where this rooster lives, but somewhere near me, somebody has some chickens.
Yeah. I mean, crazy stuff.
It is East Tennessee, though. People have whatever they want, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not in an HOA or a subdivision that has
restrictions,
it could happen. I
could probably have chickens where I live. I have no idea.
Probably.
But I don't have enough room for chickens.
Yeah. They're a lot of work.
They are, and I mean, they're fun. Like, they're not just like I'm going to eat the eggs from chickens. Like, they actually have, like, little personalities, and they're quirky.
Yeah.
But I'm, like, near a road, and just certain things, it wouldn't probably work.
Why the chicken cross the road?
Yeah, exactly. It got...
I'm thinking over. That's sad.
It would be sad, yeah.
No.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to do that. That'd be hard.
Yeah, but with the cost of eggs today, I mean...
Oh, I know.
Raising chickens, maybe it's smart.
Yeah, and I buy, like, the range-free whatever eggs.
Oh.
And they are high.
They are.
Yeah.
I do not, because I have a 15-year-old who...
Well, we don't eat eggs very often.
Okay,
we do not eat them a lot.
It was so gross. He He ate some.
Does he eat them raw?
He did for football and
What's
his
the point?
protein.
Is there
I don't
actually a point?
know.
That's all. That
It
makes
was so
me nauseous.
But speaking of kids, I told the kids we were starting a podcast, and my middle son was so excited and was like, "You're gonna be famous," and I'm like laughing, mixing like,
Yeah.
dream big, buddy. Like maybe
He has a lot of faith in it.
he does have a lot of faith in this, but he's also asked like, can we feature him? Like, and specifically was like, ooh, can I be featured one day?
Yeah.
So the fact that
I can't wait to have him on. What's he going to talk about?
Lord, who knows? Like Legos. He is obsessed with some Legos. So maybe we'll have a Lego segment down the road.
Yeah. I'd say we could probably get a lot of kids who would be interested in talking about Legos on the show.
Yeah. I mean, they're all obsessed with talking, and I can remember back when Skylar was little, he begged me to record videos and share them on YouTube, and I didn't let him, but he could have been Ron's toy review.
You literally have let this kid miss out on so much.
We could have.
Because you said no.
Yeah.
I think it's the age, though. I will say, like, my little brother, I remember watching him growing up. He would watch people, like, play video games and watch people play with toys and certain things. Yeah. And I didn't understand that. I was like, why don't you just play the video games yourself?
Yeah.
But they don't want to. They want to watch somebody else do it. And that could have been Skylar.
Could have been. We could have been famous off our child. No, I don't want that for him.
He needs to probably stick with football.
Yeah, he needs to stick with football. That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal. He's already decided that he was not watching the Super Bowl next week because Taylor Swift is going to be there because the Chiefs won. And so, yeah, he's just like, I'm done. Like, he's a Cowboys fan, and he's just
heartbroken over the loss.
Well, Cowboys didn't make it, but, he just does not like Taylor Swift. And so he was really pulling for the Ravens, but unfortunately that just didn't happen for him. So
I'm not like a huge Taylor Swift fan. I don't understand why anybody cares if she's at the football game. Like,
he just doesn't like her. Yeah. I don't know. But
what if they didn't even show her? Like, I know they show her.
They do. And I think that's the thing, is because they've turned, maybe, but it's like they've turned like football into like, how many times can we show Taylor Swift on the screen? Yeah.
No, anybody that's watching football, most people, don't care. Yeah. So I don't understand.
But I think Taylor has brought a lot of Swifties to the football world.
So. I mean, I'm not a Swiftie and I'm not a huge football fan, so I really don't care either way. But yeah, I'm sure I know. I've seen people like dressed up as Taylor Swift and is it Travis?
Yeah, Travis. Yeah, good job. I'm so proud.
I know.
What position does he play?
I have no idea. I just know him and his brother are both football players. And I know, was it last year or the year before they were both in the Super Bowl? Yeah. That's how I heard about them. Yeah. Like, I knew that story before he started dating Taylor Swift. I knew they were brothers playing against each other. I was like, oh my gosh, can you imagine their mom? How do you choose who you want to win? Like, you can't. Yeah. And then that's all I know. I have no idea.
Yeah. So Travis is a tight end and Jason's a center.
Okay.
So
Is he still
I think the rumor has it Jason's going to retire, but I don't think there's been an official statement.
Yeah.
How
old is he?
36 maybe? 37.
I mean,
but for football in a center, that's a lot of beating. I mean, like, that's a lot of...
Physically, I'm sure he's like, I'm done.
Yeah. I would have been done.
That would be so hard.
Like, I mean, I sleep the wrong way and can't get up now. Like,
me too.
Like, I know we've got an age gap, but like, wait until you hit over 30. Like, you will just sleep the wrong way and not be able to get up. So what's your favorite thing about Morristown?
I actually love, in the summer, we're super close to lots of things.
We are.
So I love the lake. We go out on the lake when we can. We go up to the Smoky Mountains when we can. We'll go to, Gatlinburg and eat or whatever. The convenience of all the things right here that are within 30 minutes to an hour, and even the convenience of being in between two big, really nice lakes, That's my biggest draw.
Yeah, it's great. And you're in between mountains.
Yeah, oh yeah. I love being near the mountains and the water, and, we'll just get in the car and go for a drive sometimes and just see, our town.
Yeah, that's
I just want to be outside. If it's warm outside, I want to be outside. So, whether that's on the lake, on a hike, at the park, whatever, it's outside. Yeah. Kayaking.
I kayaked once. It was fun, and I would actually like to get into it.
Yeah, it's if I could hard just commit, physically. It does wear you out, but it is fun.
It is. It is a lot of work.
Yeah,
but it's a good workout.
Oh yes, heck yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not careful, you'll wear yourself out before you get done. Because those are muscles that I feel like, unless you're like working them out, you don't use them very often. No. Mm-hmm. So when you start, it gets sore quick.
I gotcha. Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
My mom goes sometimes and she fishes off her kayak.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a huge fisherman, but
I
know you can do that.
Yeah, I mean you can do it. I don't love to fish, but my younger son loves to fish.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if I'm catching stuff, yes. Yeah. If it's just sitting there all day waiting to catch a fish, I'm out.
I get bored easily. Like, I'm the person that, like, I can't go through a whole 18 holes on the golf course or on the putt-putt course. Like, I get bored. Like, can I buy a putt-putt ticket for...
like four
holes, please? Yes. Like, I mean, because really, I'm done by that point.
I mean, even if I was doing awesome, I would get bored. But I'm not awesome at it. I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm not very good at this. I don't want to keep doing it.
Well, I'm super competitive. Competitive. So, like, I try to win no matter what. I mean, it is.
Do you win in putt-putt? Are you
I normally
winner?
I would love to say that I win every single time, but
It's not true, is it?
I don't know. But it could be. I don't play enough to say. I can't tell you the last time we played. It's been a couple years ago. Normally I get bored, or, we did play just a little when we went on a cruise recently.
Yeah.
But you really can't
consider. That's hard to do.
It is. It was so windy and like.
Is it outside?
It is outside. Yeah.
And then, are you feeling any movement from the boat?
You can, but normally not movement from the boat itself. It's really just normally the wind, because it's typically on the top deck.
Yeah, and it's blowing
and the wind's normally like crazy. So
I think that would be fun.
But it's a gorgeous view.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. It's as pretty as you're ever gonna get with putt-putt, for sure.
Yeah.
I've never done a cruise.
They're fun. We went on one recently and the kids loved it. My husband is a bigger cruiser than I am. Mm-hmm. They love the food on a cruise. I will say I'm not a big cruise food eater. And, and I'll probably get ridiculed when I say this. Like, we did a Disney cruise and everyone was like, the Disney cruise food is going to be amazing. And it wasn't amazing. It was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
But it was no better to me as far as food goes compared to like Royal Caribbean or Carnival. Now, there was things that was so much better on Disney versus other lines, and there was things that I liked Royal Caribbean better on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the food doesn't do it for me. It's a lot of different food. You may love the food. Like, I'm so picky. Like, I like my traditional, like, I like it to be seasoned. I don't want it to be bland, but like, I just, I don't know. William was eating like duck and lamb and all this stuff, and Sawyer was trying it, which was like, okay, where did this come from? But
he was in cruise mode. Okay, he's like, I'm trying everything.
Skylar got the exact same thing every night.
Oh, he did. He didn't try anything new.
Steak and fries. Steak and fries.
I mean, is it hard to beat steak and fries? No. Yes, it's hard to beat steak and fries. I can't say I blame him.
It was steak and fries, and then for lunch, Disney is the only cruise line that had crab legs on the buffet.
Oh.
So I'd
say that was a big hit.
Crab legs on the buffet.
Yeah. I want to be free to do whatever I want, and you can't really do that on a cruise. Like, when I go to the beach, I want to be like, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go to the beach today. and then I'm going to eat something delicious for lunch. And then I'm going to go to my room. And I get you can do all those things on a cruise, but you're only at the beach for so long. And I like the beach. I want to be at the beach. I want to be in the pool. I want to eat really good food. And I want to be free to
do what you want.
Do what I want to do.
When you want. Yeah.
I guess it's a control thing. I'm like, I want to be in control of my vacation.
Yeah.
Whereas with the cruise, you're kind of like stuck on a ship.
True.
I would like it, especially with a group of people. Yeah. Like, I think if we had a group of friends and they were like, let's go on a cruise, I would say, yes, let's try it. I think Spencer and I think we might not like it as much.
No, I think anyone who's going on a cruise for the first time, I highly recommend going with a group of friends.
Yeah, I think we would like that.
And that's really, I think, what makes it fun. Like, but with a cruise, like with a group of friends, you get to be together, but then you also have your own space.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think we would like that more.
So I think it is fun. It's got potential. I always said I want to do a girls' cruise too. Like a group of girlfriends.
Yeah.
Be super fun.
I think anything with a group of girlfriends is usually fun. Like even if you just go to a cabin and do nothing, that's fun. Yeah. Because if you got some friends you like, if you don't like your friends, I guess it's not fun. But if you like your friends.
Yeah. I mean, I think most of the time, if you're going on a girls' trip, once you get to adulthood, like once you get past the teenage years, like we've all got those horror stories of going on a girls' trip when a teenager, and that backfired really quick.
No, I'm at the age now where I don't have a lot of friends anyways. Like I only have a few close friends, and I would go with them.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think we get to the age as adults, women, that I would rather have a few good friends than many okay friends.
Yeah. Yeah. So, definitely. Which have
quality over quantity.
For sure.
Yeah. So we're going to get to the point of our real estate corner of the week. So this will be the part of the show where we sing silly songs about Larry. No, I did think VeggieTales, but
insert VeggieTales clip here.
Yes. But so this will be the part where we just give you a little bit of a market update or some real estate advice, and you know there is
share a little bit about what we do and what we like to do,
or what you could do if you were thinking about selling or buying, or maybe you have no desire, but we still will share some fun real estate facts with you.
It'll be helpful for somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you know somebody wanting to sell, or if you think you want to sell.
Yeah, there's a lot of false information when it comes to real estate. And do you know that I've had people tell me, people think that if they are going to buy a house, especially first-time home buyers, they think that they have to call whoever the house has listed. Like, they've asked me, like, oh, can you sell this house even though you don't have it listed, or your office?
Yeah.
And
I think that people just don't really, I guess it's just not talked about. Like, people don't really know, which is fine. I mean, that's why you learn. Yeah. But,
So, as a realtor, if you were licensed in the state of Tennessee, we could technically sell you anything in the state of Tennessee.
Yeah. Land, apartment, house.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we have it listed or not, we'll get a hold of the person who does have it listed.
And schedule an appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you tell a buyer? Like, someone that's wanting to buy a home, like, you know, what's your first piece of advice?
I think that a lot of people come to us and they're like, hey, we want to see this house. And that's fine. Step number 1, though, is contact a great lender. Yes. Like somebody who knows your area really well.
A local lender, not a national lender, is highly recommended.
Some disasters with national lenders.
Yes.
So a local lender, somebody who knows the market, step number 1, because you don't want to go look at a house and then fall in love with this house and be like, oh my gosh, this is my dream house. And then, unfortunately, it's really not in the budget.
Right.
So step number 1 is really get a lender, figure out what a budget is. What can you afford and what do you want to afford? Like, you might get approved for more than you really want to pay.
Yeah. And stick to your budget. Like, us as realtors, like, I don't ever want to sell a house and I find out a year from now that they couldn't afford that house.
No.
Like, I would much rather see someone buy a house $50,000 cheaper.
Yes.
That's going to be in their budget.
Yeah. I've told clients before, I'm like, you might get approved for a certain number, but if you don't want to spend that, that's fine. Like, I want to know what you're comfortable with. That way, if you want to go out to eat and you want to go on vacation, you still have the money to do that. Like, I've told that many times. Like, we don't want to get you strapped to a house payment and then you can't do anything else.
Yeah, you don't want to be house poor.
No.
I think that's the old saying.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Which, I mean, nowadays, with the way
Inflation
the market is, it's hard to beat.
Anything.
Yeah.
The cost of everything's.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, groceries are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same thing. Like, I tell my buyers, like, hey, first, let's get you pre-approved. And whenever I say pre-approved, like, with a good lender, send your stuff. And if you're a buyer that's thinking, or someone thinking about buying, be honest with your lenders. That's the second thing I tell them. Like, when you're giving the lender something, like, if you have something that's, like, hidden on your credit or something going on personal, just let the lender know. Like, they will be so helpful.
And the other thing is, if they don't, tell them they'll figure it out.
They do. It comes up. It always does.
Yeah.
And
so it's better to know on the front end than
2 days before closing.
Exactly, 2 days before closing. Then like, you didn't tell me this, and then you're like, oh yeah, I didn't want to tell you that, but then they find it anyways, and you don't always get to close if that happens.
And that has happened, and that breaks my heart for anyone whenever we get so close.
They can taste it.
Yes, and so that's just always one of my, get with your lender, get a true pre-approval, and then once you get your pre-approval, do not open up a credit card any new line of credit.
No, do not
or
finance
furniture.
a couch.
No.
Yeah. Don't go buy a car. Don't quit your job.
Don't quit your job. Don't change your job. I have had people change jobs in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But get with your lender before you accept a new job.
Don't quit a job. Don't
quit a job. Unless you've got something else lined up, making more money.
Yeah. Making more money, definitely.
Or at least the same.
Yeah.
So that's probably our real estate advice for the week.
Yeah.
Find your lender.
And we can help you. Like, if you need suggestions, like if you're like, I have no idea how to find a lender. Do I just call my bank? Or what do I do? Like, we have lenders. We can share
we can definitely share those with you. And if you're not in the Morristown or Lakeway, East Tennessee area, contact your local agent.
Yes.
And, find a good agent that is going to give you multiple lenders.
Yes.
And you can rate shop and find the best lender that fits for you. I mean, like, there's programs out there right now, like, with buy-down rates and 100% financing. So many options.
Yeah. Yep. Good options. They're really good options.
They are. And I do think, like, a lot of people have asked, I think the going interest rate right now is
around 6.8.
It's 6 something. Yeah, 6.8, depending on your interest rate.
Yeah.
VAs can sometimes be a little bit lower.
Yeah. And there are sometimes rate buy-downs, even. If you have the funds or if the seller will pay it, you can sometimes buy down your rate.
You can buy down your rate. And I will say, last piece of advice for this week would be, instead of asking your seller to come down $10,000 on a price, ask your seller to take that $10,000 and buy down your interest rate.
Yes, that makes a way bigger difference.
Way bigger difference on your payment. Like, that's a huge piece of advice. Yeah. Like, if you do nothing from what we tell you,
this is all you learn.
I'm telling you to do that.
Yeah.
And so
you will not regret that.
You will not regret it.
A major change in your payment. It does.
It really does.
It makes because of the sale price. It's not that much of a difference.
No,
$10,000 on the sale price.
No, but $10,000 for a buy down rate.
Yes.
Huge advantage for you as a buyer.
Definitely.
So we are so excited about this new adventure, and we are so glad that you joined us on this first podcast.
Hopefully you stuck through.
Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, and we will have more information and share more things and get new events going on.
Yeah.
Each week.
I don't really think there's
not much going on right now.
No, it's the weather, though.
It's the weather.
The year, There will be events, and we'll share them.
Yeah, Valentine's, and, we'll go into some life stuff. And
definitely.
Share
there's too much that happens.
Shares, yeah.
To not share.
So much stuff. And just being a realtor, being a woman, being a wife, there's all kinds of things that we can't wait to bring you along on the journey. So,
yeah. I'm excited.
I am excited, and we hope to see you back here next week. So, have a great evening, everyone.
Yes. Thanks for tuning in.